Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. If you're prepping for your IGCSE Biology exam 0970 or 0610, syllabus of 2026 to 2028, or just curious about what makes something truly alive, you're in the right place. Today we're breaking down the 7 key characteristics of living organisms. We can remember them by using the acronym Ms.Learner. Let's dive into the biology magic behind life itself. So the M stands for motion, the first R is for respiration, S is for sensitivity, G is for growth, the second R is for reproduction, E is for excretion, and N is for nutrition. And this is the actual Mrs. Gren. We thought this picture may help you remember her. So let's get into more detail and define the characteristics of living organisms. First up, movement. Unlike rocks or water, living things can move like the visual you can see at the top left. Whether it's a cat chasing a mouse or a plant bending towards sunlight, movement helps organisms survive and adapt. Even single-celled creatures like amoebas wiggle around. So we can define movement by an action done by an organism or part of an organism causing a change of position or place. The most important thing about this definition is that it's an action which causes a change of position or place. Next is respiration, not breathing but cellular respiration. So breathing is the movement itself of air in and out of the lungs, which changes the volume of the thorax as shown on the figure on the upper left. Meanwhile, for respiration, it's the set of chemical reactions in our cells that release energy from nutrients. Without this, metabolism couldn't happen. And a fun fact is that plants do it too. Sensitivity is all about detecting changes. Humans react to temperature, sound, and light, but plants do too. That shy little Mimosa pudica in the illustration, which is a type of plant, folds its leaves when touched. Super cool! So in scientific terms, it's the ability to detect and respond to changes in the internal or external environment. Growth is more than just getting bigger. It's a permanent increase in size and dry mass. From babies to bamboo, growth is a sure sign something's alive. Reproduction is life's way of saying, let's keep going, whether it's puppies, tadpoles, or flower seeds. Organisms make more of their kind, so life doesn't stop. So it's defined as the processes that make more of the same kind of organism. Excretion might sound gross, but it's essential. Living things remove toxic waste and excess substances. In humans, that is sweat, urine, and carbon dioxide. Plants excrete oxygen as a bonus, so to word it scientifically, it's to say that it's the removal of the waste products of metabolism and substances in excess of requirements. Finally, nutrition. We all need materials to generate energy and grow. Animals eat food, and plants absorb sunlight and minerals to fuel their processes. So it's the taking in of materials for energy, growth, and development. So there you have it, Mrs. Gren. Simply put together, they move, they breathe, they feel and react, they grow, they have their own babies, they take out their bodily trash, and they eat and drink. And these are the 7 ways to tell what's living and what's not. Now it's quiz time. Let's solve the following 2 questions together. Remember when you're answering multiple choice questions to reason your answer by excluding the unsuitable choices. First question, a person drinks a glass of ice water and the volume of sweat they secrete decreases. Is it growth, movement, respiration, or sensitivity? Well, if you come to think about it, only one property related to this person here fits. There is a sort of response of the body towards the ice water, so it starts to sweat less. So the more reasonable answer is sensitivity. Let's just look upon the other answers to make sure we aren't wrong. Regarding growth, there is no increase in mass or size occurring in this example. About movement, sweat is completely irrelevant to movement. You may think of it as sweating is the motion of the water droplets, but not necessarily the movement of the body itself. Regarding respiration, there is no reference to metabolism or any chemical reactions, so it's definitely excluded. So the only appropriate answer here is D, sensitivity. Second question, which organisms carry out respiration, growth, movement, and excretion? Is it all animals and all plants? Animals only? Arthropods and flowering plants? Or plants only? Well, you can see that they're asking you on what those characteristics belong to. As we've studied, those characteristics belong to all living things, which means that they relate to all kingdoms. Only 2 are mentioned here, but it's good to know that there are about 6 kingdoms: Animalia, Plantae, fungi, protista, and 2 other called eubacteria and archaebacteria that are outside the scope of our syllabus. So let's solve by excluding. Choice A, all animals and all plants, sounds very reasonable. Well, let's look at the rest. Choice B, animals only? Definitely not. The characteristics relate to all living things. Choice C, arthropods and flowering plants? Yes, but it's not only associated with them. Choice D, plants only? Definitely not. As you can see, choice A is the best answer. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you found this helpful or have questions. You can find the resources in the caption. More science videos coming your way, so stay curious. Bye!